For I say close to thee, Lord, close to thee. For I say close to thee, Lord, close to thee.
Blessed love, my lords and empresses, prince and princesses, one and all listeners. A little technical problem at the moment. We can fix it. We truly do give thanks for this day. Truly good give thanks for this morning, for this blessed uprising. Blessed greetings, my lords and empresses, prince and princesses, one and all listeners. As you know, you're listening to Bobo Ras Antony on blessradio.org. Four wings of the earth. With your churchical Naya Bingi Bobo Shanti Iration. Music as usual from the Daniel #1 band, the best band in the land. Yeah, with the choruses sung by the archangels and the angels of the Most High. Blessed uprising. Be blessed in His holiness. Holy King Emmanuel I, King Selassie I, Jah, Rastafari. Yes, we give thanks for another day, not true? We give thanks for this new day. We give thanks for this new way, new thoughts, new words, new ways, new beginnings. Who knows what a new day may bring? Come we bless it with some praise. Come we bless it with a loving heart, with a loving thought. Come and bless it with righteousness. Your show, people, Rastafari people, and all people that are tuning in at this hour, consists of a prayer. Glory be unto the Father, and unto the Son, and unto the Holy One of Israel. Then we'll be reading from the book of Psalms, Psalms 86, 87, 70, and 61. Then we'll have a reading from a book written by King Selassie I I. Yes, and then we'll read from the prophecy, the prophet Agaya. That should be good. Then we shall continue and read from the Black Supremacy book written by King Emmanuel Charles Edwards, the final chapter. Then we'll continue reading from the poetical works of Marcus Garvey. First poem will be The World is Hell. And the second poem, a tribute to Hitler and Mussolini. No words from me this week. We just make the higher ranking them take control, and deal with the heart and the mind and the thought. What a blessed Irish, what a wonderful creation to rise in the living, and giving thanks to the worthiness of our Father, the mighty Creator, the blessed Savior, Holy King Emmanuel I, King Selassie I, Jah, Rastafari. For them who are rising in England, out there cool, man, out there cool. Me locking in my house from Friday evening. Me just a come out, As King Selassie I live it, man. Me just a come out, man. Me in the hot house over the Sabbath. My brethren come check me yesterday. Me not even move. Me just a come out of the house, out there fresh and nice, and the sun arise. So we give thanks for this day. We give thanks for the Almighty, for because I Him do all things. Not true? Be blessed in His holiness. Holy King Emmanuel I, King Selassie I, Jah, Rastafari.
And I, Selassie, I, Jah, Rastafari.
Prince and princess shall come out of Egypt. Ethiopian shall stretch forth their hands unto God, Selassie.
Jah, Rastafari.
Yes, greetings, my lords and empresses, prince and princesses, one and all listeners. You're listening to Bobo Ras Antony on blessradio.org, internationally, four wings of the earth. It's a blessing to rise up and to hear the choruses and the blessed words of the Most High. You know, to grace your place, to grace your face, to entreat and entreat your ears, you know, and to open your eyes unto the royalty of His Majesty. Be blessed in thy holiness, O children of the Most High. Holy King Emmanuel, King Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. Blessed is the man and the woman that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But their delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do they meditate day and night. And they shall be like the tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth good fruits in due season. Why do the heathen rage, and the people imagine such a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that seeks in Zion shall laugh. He that seeks in Zion shall laugh.
And King Emmanuel, Ram Rastafari, crown him, crown him. Crown him, Jaja, my Lord. Crown him with a triple crown of crowns. Aim, Lord of all.
Yes, you're listening to Bobo Ras Antony with the angels of the Most High, the 7 priests of Melchizedek, reasoning in righteousness and singing the glory of the Most High, sweet and blessed, harmonious, like Jaja like it. Oh, wonderment and glory upon the land this morning. Be blessed in His holiness, children of the Most High. Bobo Shanti.
Rastafari, in a holy Mount Zion, 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 my Lord, holy Mount Zion, Zion, say, la, say, la, say, la. Low, low, Jah, low, King, not what the but just wait. Were me, when I
Them who know the prayer, them who know the creed, sing along.
Run, mother of creation,
our Savior, God in a holy Mount Zion, 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 Lord, holy Mount Zion, Zion, oh, oh, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord, God, our Almighty God, God in a holy Mount Zion, 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 Lord, holy Mount Zion, Zion, Jah. Lassie, Jah, Rastafari, Jah, Rastafari, Sailor, hey, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. Yes, blessed love, my lords and empresses, prince and princesses, one and all listeners. As you know, it's a Sunday from 10 to 12 ISIS in Bobo Shanti way. You know, I am Bobo Ras Antony. To those that are just tuning in, blessed uprising. You know, this brand new day, you know, yeah. Let us pray for it, you know. Let us glorify it with singing and songs of glorification and wonderment. Let us start the day praying to the Most High, who give us life, who give us love, who give us mercy, who give us strength that we may do according to our will. Who makes us conscious, and righteous, brings us away from confusion and illusion, and iniquity and all kinds of hypocrisy that mankind derive in their own construed mind to achieve, yeah, but the Father keeps everything one way, from creation, birth, now and forever. It's just one way, and to them that receive of that way, is a glory, and a wonderment, and a treasure chest filled with the glory of the Most High. For who can give to a one more better than the Father of creation? Who can give to a one that will fill you more than the first one of creation? When he give unto you, you are filled. He said, not by bread alone shall we live, but by the word of him. It's the food of seven, like the high priest them sing. It's the food of seven. Who can deny the food of seven? The food that filleth your cup, the food that maketh you never thirsty, never hungry. denies you not. For the Father give it unto you. For anything the Father give it unto you, then you know it is true. You receive it gladly. You know, for there's many facets, many angles, many reasons. But one reason is because you love him and he loves you. He is your Father and you are his son or daughter. So we seek ye the kingdom of the Most High. You know, and all will be blessed, you know. He said, put Jah first, and all things shall be added. Yes, that the man said. Put him first and all things shall be added. All good things, you know. So we seek the good things, especially in this time when it's pure war and strife. Strife and war everywhere, in the mind, in the heart, in the thought, in the way, you know, in the road, you know. Just righteousness to keep mankind. The laws of right, the ways of right, the respect for right. You know. Anything other than that, you just keep yourself out of the way of the wicked. For all the wicked walk on every side. So the Father says, seek ye the kingdom of the Most High. Be still and wait on the Lord. He said, behold, I come quickly. For you don't see you don't see evil. I speed up everything. Everything has speed up, and I draw you like we draw herb in a pot. We're not gonna be taken. We're not gonna be drawn. There's only one draw we draw, and that's the commandments of the Most High. We draw near unto the mighty eye. Come what may, we draw near unto the mighty eye. In every way. Say, put not your foot unto wickedness unless you be taken. You know, if the devil's following you, the devil's following you, as long as you're not following the devil. For the devil will do these things. For he know it is time, and he know it the hour. You know, and he know it the power of the Most High. So be blessed in his holiness, children of the Most High. A word from Bobo Ras Antony, from the art. You know, yeah, just Rastafari. Let us pray. Glory be unto the Father, and unto the Son, and unto the holy ones of creation. As Jah was in the beginning, is now and forever shall be, Jah will without end. So hail our God Selassie, Jehovah God, Jah Rastafari. Great and terrible God, Jah Rastafari is our almighty God. God who seated in Zion, reigneth in the hearts of all flesh. O thou most high, eternal Father, Jehovah God, Jah Rastafari, is our almighty God. God who seated in Zion, reigneth in the hearts of all flesh. O thou most high, eternal Father, Jehovah God, Jah Rastafari, hear us. And bless, O Lord, keep us, and sanctify us all. O thou most high God, Jah Rastafari, Selah, my Lord. Reading from the book of Psalms, from the sacred seals of King David, seal 86. If you have your Bibles with you, you can just open up the prophecy and come and just read together, you know. We can do this one. From the sacred seals of King David, Psalms 86. Holy King Emmanuel, I, King Selassie, I, Jah, Rastafari, see, my Lord. Bow down thy ear, O Lord, hear me, for I am poor and needy. Preserve my soul, for I am holy. O thou my God, save thy servant that trusteth in thee. Be merciful unto I, O Lord, for I cry unto thee daily. Rejoice the soul of thy servant, for unto thee, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. For thou, Lord, art good and ready to forgive, and plenteous in mercy unto all them that call unto thee. Give ear, O Lord, unto my prayer, and attend to the voice of my supplication. In the day of my trouble I will call upon thee, for thou wilt answer me. Among the gods there are none like unto thee, O Lord, neither are there any words like unto thy words. All nations whom thou hast made shall come and worship before thee. O Lord, shall glorify thy name. For thou art great and doest wondrous things. Thou art God alone. Teach me thy ways, O Lord. I will walk in thy truth. Unite my heart to fear thy name. I will praise thee, O Lord, my God, with all my heart, and I will glorify thy name forevermore. For great is thy mercy towards I, and thou hast delivered my soul from the lowest hell. O God, the proud are risen against I, and the assembly of violent men have sought after my soul, and have not set thee before them. Be thou, O Lord, art I God, full of compassion, and gracious long-suffering, and plenteous in mercy and truth. O turn unto I, and have mercy upon I, and I. Give thy strength unto thy servants, and save the son of thy handmaid. Show I and I a token of good, that they which hate I may see it and be ashamed, because thou, Lord, hast opened and comforted me. Holy King Emmanuel, I, King Selassie, I, Jah, Rastafari, Selah, my Lord. As we continue from the book of Psalms, from the sacred seals of King David, seal 87. Most High, Emmanuel, I, King Selassie, I, Jah, a guide I and I. His foundations is in the holy mountains. The Lord loveth the gates of Zion more than the dwelling places of Jacob. Glorious things are spoken of thee, O city of God. Selah, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. I will make mention of Rahab and Babylon to them that know I, and Philistia. Behold, Philistia and Tyre, with Ethiopia, this man was born there. And of Zion it shall be said, this and that man was born in her. And the highest himself shall establish her. The Lord shall count when he writeth up his people, that this man was born there. Selah, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari, as well as the singers and the players of instruments shall be there. All my springs are in thee. Holy King Emmanuel, I, King Selassie, Jah, Rastafari, Selah, my Lord. As we continue reading from the book of Psalms, Psalms chapter 70, most mighty and blessed, in thy mercy, my Lord, I pray. Make haste, O God, to deliver I. Make haste to help I, O Lord God, Rastafari. Let them be ashamed and confounded that seek after my soul. Let them be turned backward and put to confusion that desire my hurt. Let them be turned back for a reward of their shame that say, ha ha. Let all those that seek thee rejoice and be glad in thee. And let such as love thy salvation say, continually, let God be magnified. But I am poor and needy. Make haste unto I, O God. Thou art my help, my deliverer. O Lord, make no tarrying. Holy King Emmanuel, I, King Selassie, I, Jah, Rastafari, Selah, my Lord. And the last Psalms of this morning, of this blessed uprising, on this blessed day of Isis, prayers and singing. Seal 61. From the sacred seals of King David. Holy King Emmanuel, I, King Selassie I Jah, Rastafari, Selah, my Lord. Hear my cry, O God, attend unto my prayer. From the ends of the earth will I cry unto thee. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead I to the rock that is higher than I. For thou hast been a shelter for I, and a strong tower from the enemy. I will abide in thy tabernacle forever. I will trust in the covert of thy wings. For thou, O God, have heard about my vows. Thou hast given I the heritage of those that fear thy holy and righteous name. Thou wilt prolong the king's life and his years and generation. He shall abide before God forever. Oh, prepare mercy and truth, which may preserve him. So will I sing praises unto his holy name forever, that I may daily perform my vows.
Our closing hymn 3717 from the Sacred Song and Solo. What a fellowship.
Holy King Emmanuel, I, King Selassie, I, Jah, Rastafari, Selah. My Lord, you're listening to Bobo Ras Antony on blessradio.org internationally, Four Wings of the Earth. Yeah, we're more an internet station still. You know, we have a following and we have a gathering. But remember what Jaja said. Jaja said, wisdom is found in the simplest places at the nick of time. And we're in a time of a revolution, a righteous revolution. Everybody seeking to find themselves. Everybody looking for betterment and glory. Everyone seeking to rise from out of whatever situation. Everybody running from wrong, looking for right. The Father said, ask and it shall be given. He also said, seek and ye shall find. Then he said, knock. When you have asked and seeked, knock and come in. Knock and come in and take a seat. Come and take a sup with the Almighty through word, through his power, and through his life. For it's a living iration, for touched by the word of the Most High, and blessed by the sweetness of his righteousness. Then to confold and to humble oneself unto his glory, and to know that he is the Father. He maketh all things, and he is the maker of we. Out of him we come. To know that any man that ever have anything, Jaja first have it. And it's always first to go to him. He sent man for us to deliver us out of our sad situations, out of our damnations, out of our confusions, out of our illusions, out of our vanities. Yes, he sent man to deliver us. He said, in my house there are many mansions. If I didn't know so, I couldn't tell you so. Come we look to the Father. Come we look to right. Come we look to our own right. Clean hand and a pure heart. Seek the Most High Mighty. Come we seek a clean hand and a pure heart. And be upful and right in our ways. Come we seek the laws and the commandments of the Most High and walk upon his words like water. For words, life is water. Come let us walk upon the water of his words and live them. Balance upon them. Let them become a part of thee and thee a part of them. That they work like anything else work, where you know how to work. That you don't slip nor slide. That you be skillful and upful, right. That you may wait and bear, for he had to bear. These are the attributes of the Father. These are the attributes that keep it life. To be satisfied in good and in bad. To be satisfied in poor and in riches. Just to be the same, satisfied. Because of being satisfied. The word satisfied is a confinement that keepeth a soul from covetousness and hypocrisy, and make it a one not backslide into folly and lucre. So we give thanks unto the Almighty for everything that He has done for us. For everything He has done for us, He's done it right. And it's for we to go to Him, not Him to come to we. Still, we come to I and I, from we call unto Him. Because Him send man for we. To look to Him, saying He will never leave us without a priest or prophet to guide us from generation to generation, now and forever. And we give thanks for them. Because, we were in a darkness. You know what I mean? We're in a darkness. We come disrespect them kind of man, them kind of spirit, because spirit in a flesh. And and spirit come from out of Zion. In a flesh, in the world, with the irids of His Majesty. Some get this and some get that. Some get this and some get what. But some get a righteousness that is on spot. And then everything get right and hot. And the glory shone around. A man get to live. Man and woman get to live. Children get to live by the umbrella of righteousness. Just said He will never leave us, man. Never, 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 never leave us. So come with that. We should never leave Him. We leave Him enough time, Him say, go on. And Him run we down. Give all man power over we. Because He's a jealous God. But a time we for going, Everything die for we now. The house them did one full. Righteousness did they want take up. Yeah. Glory did they want shine. Come and get you the glory. Come and bless His holy and righteous name. Holy King Emmanuel I, King Selassie I, Jah, Rastafari, Sila, my Lord. You're listening to Bobo Ras Antony on blessradio.org internationally. I just the house of Israel. I just the Bobo Shanti house. Archangels and angels giving glory unto the Most High. Freedom we chant for, Oh, freely, freely, freely we give praises unto the Almighty. For He is worthy to be praised. Be blessed in His holiness, children of the Most High. Be blessed in His wonderment and glory. Taking it nice and easy. Sunday morning, all over the world. Living for the living now. Freedom of heart. Exercising the love within the heart. Remember the heart of all of the life, you know. Gonna give glory. Yes, fundamental glory, man. Love for you, the elders. Love for you, the elders, them choruses, you know, and singing, you know. It just exercise the art, you know. We have to exercise the art, man, because there's so the muscle there, you know, in the art, you know. All of the muscle there in the art, you know, all of the passion, you know, and all of the, you know, all of the need, you know, to do right and to keep love in the heart of the throne of the Almighty in the vessel, you know. At the throne of the Almighty in the vessel. So, no, say, you know what I mean? If you pull too far one way, you know, you draw, No, say, that's how Jaja sit, man. I mean, look after Jaja, man. See, he's a heart, man. You know, he's a heart, man. You know, no deal with war, no deal with strife, you know. In love life. You know, give him a good life, in a fair life, a fame life too. Because him are the inner man and you are the outer man, and none can do without each other. You know what I mean? If you draw one way from the inner man, then you depend the outer man, and the outer man are run things, but you can't run things, and the inner man sit down in the heart. A fame seat, a him run the engine. You understand? So you have to treat him right, give him what him like. Make him hear what he want to hear, make him see what he want to see. You know, make him, you know, because I'm done speak to you from outside, you know, before you come. You know, I know say you are come, you know, so feed him upon righteousness and truth, you know. And if you can't do good, don't do no bad till better come. Because enough man speak words to help man in our earth, you know, so listen out for good words, man, and follow them and good ways, you know, and practice make perfect, you know, because every man has seek a better day, man, and every man deserve a better day, and every woman deserve a better way, you know, yeah, you know, and the man have to go lead out, you know, yeah, the woman can come lead out in this, you know what I mean, yes, them can lead out still, because them have their own consciousness still, and them do their own thing, every man to their own thing still, but in the righteousness thing, the man them have to lead out, you know what I mean. I have to show, I have to stand, and I have to prepare. You understand? So I just start. You're listening to Bobo Ras Antony on blessradio.org, internationally for wings of the earth. Your Bobo chanting now you're being the church every Sunday from 10 to 12, you know. Yeah, care what things happen. You know, we stand firm in our righteousness, for every day is a new day. You know, we pursue righteousness for every cause, you know, for there's an answer to everything. You know, yeah, we keep away from folly and them that make folly and derive and construed and deliberate in their ways, you know, to force themselves before the Almighty. You know, for the Father said, them that exalt themselves shall be abased. You know, a Jaja exalt we and we can't do nothing about it. You know, a Jaja flip things and we can't say nothing about it. You know, a Jaja I do right and we can't say nothing about it. We fight against right at judgment. You understand? So we do good, that good may follow us. You know, and we be strong in every decision. You know, because that make the eye them right. You know, to look your decision in the face and say, I made that decision. I said that. I made that decision. And you stand by it. You understand? So you can live by it. And so who and who devil can go through. You know, play with a wall tumbling down and indecisive and all them kind of little weak feelings. You know, we're standing at this judgment. Yeah. I mean, and we make this thing work because righteousness no more it worked before, so it must work again. I mean, so we make righteousness work. We don't make righteousness fail. See? King Selassie, I say so. Holy King Emmanuel, I say so. John Marcus says so. And Bobo Ras Antony says so. You're listening to Bobo Ras Antony on blessradio.org internationally. Holy King Emmanuel, I. King Selassie, I. Jah. Rastafari. Sailor, my love. Said the Most High. Suffer not the children to come unto Rastafari, said the Mighty High. He said, when your mother and your father forsake you, I will take you up. These are the words of the Mighty High. He said, when you leave from your mother and your father, you cleave unto your wife, live a good life. Oh, children of the Most High. He said, spare not the rod and spoil that child, for that child is a child of the Most High. Holy King Emmanuel, King Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. He also said, a child shall lead us. A child of the Most High shall lead us. Prepare for thy Maker, for he cometh. Yes, he cometh to judge the world with righteousness and truth. Holy King Emmanuel, King Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. Holy King Emmanuel, King Selassie, Jah, Rastafari, Sealer, my Lord. Time running and time passing, so I have to cut and clear rent and tear now, you know. Yeah. Haile Selassie the First. Amos 9:7. Are ye not as children of Ethiopians to me, O children of Israel? Saith the beginner. It is important to note that Israel was being compared to the Ethiopians. That is, before Israel exists, the Ethiopians were and still are the chosen ones for the beginner. Isaiah 9:7. Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom. Jeremiah 33:17. For thou sayest the beginner, David shall never want a man to sit upon the throne. Jeremiah 23, verse 5. Behold, the days come, saith the beginner, that I will rise to David a righteous branch, and a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. In the book titled Haile Selassie I, The Conquering Lion by Leonard Mosley, page 225, Haile Selassie I executed judgment and justice in the earth when he said to the League of Nations, the beginner and the history shall remember your judgment. He also said, it is as today, it shall be you tomorrow. Subsequently, World War II chastiseth the League of Nations. Isaiah 9:6. For to us a child is born, to us a son is given. The government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty Beginner, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. In the book titled The Real Facts About Ethiopia by J. A. Rogers, page 28, the following is written concerning Haile Selassie I. The weight of the world, the weight of the whole empire rests upon the shoulder of his quiet but iron heart, little sovereign. Night and day he is beset by thousands of different problems and 1,000 different worries and perplexities, even while he sits in the transect state and business. Ethiopia is the only country in the world which has maintained direct kingly genealogy. Family tree linked to David, Haile Selassie I, is a direct descendant of King David by way of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba, Ogedon. King Selassie I, our emperor, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, the conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah. Let us bless him in his holiness. We bless thee in thy holiness, O Dada. In thy righteousness we send love. King Selassie I, Jah, Rastafari.
You're listening to Bobo Ras Antony on this blessed morning on blessradio.org internationally. I hope you're full joy and direction. Be blessed in his holiness. Be blessed in his righteousness. For he is holy and true.
soul unto vanity. And nothing without their soul unto vanity. Not swap deceitfully. Not swap. Swap he shall receive the blessings from the Lord. He shall receive the blessing from Farah. And righteousness on the God of his salvation. And righteousness. This is the generation of them
True times running and passing. Have to just come in on sweet vibration. Beautiful, 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 melodious, harmonious, just like how Jaja love it. Jaja want you to love it, seal. Some words are bright. Reading from the book of Aga, the prophet, is your reading this week. Holy King Emmanuel, King Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. In the second year of Darius, the king, in the 6th month, in the first day of the month, came the word of the Lord to Agai, the prophet, unto Zerubbabel, the son of Sherutehel, governor of Judah, and to Joshua, the son of Joshedek, the high priest, saying, Thou speak it, Lord of hosts, saying, This people say, the time is not come, the time that the Lord's house should be built. Then come the word of the Lord by Agai, the prophet, saying, It is time for you, O ye, to dwell in your Siled houses, and this house lie waste. Question. Now therefore thou said the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. Ye have sworn much, and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with the drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. Thou said the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. Go up to the mountain, and bring wood, and build a house, and I will take pleasure in it, and I will be glorified, said the Lord. Ye looked for much, and lo, it came to little. And when ye brought it home, I did blow upon it. Why, said the Lord of hosts? Because of mine house that is wasted, and ye run every man into his own house? Therefore the heavens over you is stayed from dew, and the earth is stayed from her fruit. And I called for a drought upon the land, and upon the mountains, and upon the corn, and upon the new wine, and upon the oil, and upon that which the ground bringeth forth, and upon men, and upon cattle, and upon all labor of the hands. Then Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, and Joshua, the son of Joshedek, the high priest, with all the remnant of the people, obeyed the voice of the Lord their God, and the words of Egea the prophet, as the Lord their God had sent him, and the people did fear before the Lord. Then spake Egea, the Lord's messenger, and the Lord's message unto the people, saying, I am with you, saith the Lord. And the Lord stirred up the spirit of Jerubbaal, the son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and the spirit of Joshua, the son of Josedek, the high priest, and the spirit of all the remnant of the people. And they came and did work in the house of the Lord of hosts, their God. In the 24 day of the 6th month of the 2nd year of Darius the king, in the 7th month of the 21 day of the month, came the word of the Lord by the prophet Egea, saying, Speak now to Jerubbaal, the son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and to Joshua the son of Josedek, the high priest, and to the residue of the people, saying, Who is left among you that saw this house in her first glory? And how do ye see it now? Is it not your eyes in comparison of it as nothing? Yet now be strong, O Zerubbabel, saith the Lord, and be strong, O Joshua, son of Josedek, the high priest, and be strong, all ye people of the land, saith the Lord, and work, for I am with you, saith the Lord of hosts, according to the word that I covenant with you when ye came out of Egypt. So my spirit remaineth among you. Fear not, for thou saith the Lord of hosts, yet once it is a little while, and I will shake the heavens and the earth, and the sea and the dry land. And I will shake all nations, and the desire of all nations shall come, and I will fill the houses with glory, saith the Lord of hosts. The silver is mine, and the gold is mine, saith the Lord of hosts. The glory of the latter house shall be greater than the former, saith the Lord of hosts. And in this place will I give peace, saith the Lord of hosts. For in 24 days of 9 months, can they excuse me, one and all? Somebody answer this. I was just reading this. In 24 days of the 9 month, in 24 days of the 9 months, 4 and 20. You got maybe it's 24 days, the 24th day of the night. Okay, the 24th day of the 9th month. In the 2nd year of Darius came the word of the Lord by Egea the prophet, saying, Thou said the Lord of hosts, ask now the priests concerning the law, saying, If thou bear holy flesh in the skirt of their garment, and with the skirt do touch bread, or pottage of wine, or oil, or any meat, shall it be holy? And the priests answered and said, No. Then said Egea, If one that is unclean by a dead body touch any of these, shall it be unclean? And the priest answered and said, It shall be unclean. Then answered Egea and said, So is this people, and so is this nation before me, saith the Lord, and so is every work of their hand, and at which every offer there is unclean. And now I pray you, consider from this day and upward, from before a stone was laid upon the stone in the temple of the Lord, since those days were when one came to an heap, and 20 measures there were by 10, when one came to a press fat, for to drew out 50 vessels out of the press. There were but 20. I smote you with blasting, and with mildew, and with hail, and with labors of your hands, yet ye turn not to me, saith the Lord. Consider now from this day and upward, from the 24 days of the 9th month, even from the day that the foundations of the Lord's temple was laid. Consider it is it the seed yet in the barn, yea, as yet the vine, and the fig tree, and the pomegranate, and the olive tree have not brought forth. From this day will I bless you. And again the word of the Lord came unto Agag in the 24th day of the month, Speak to Jerubbaal, governor of Judah, saying, I will shake the heavens and the earth, and I will overthrow the throne of kingdoms, and I will destroy the strength of the kingdoms of the heathens, and I will overthrow the chariots and those that ride in them, and the horses of their riders shall come down, every one by the sword of his brother. In that day, said the Lord of hosts, will I take thee, O Zerubbabel, my servant, the son of Sheharel, said the Lord, and I will make thee as a signet, for I have chosen thee, said the Lord of hosts. These are the words of the living God of Israel unto the prophet Agag. Holy King Emmanuel, I, King Selassie, I, Jah, Rastafari. Let us stand up for Negus now. All ye warriors of the Almighty, let us stand up for the mighty Negus. Nagas, Nagus, Nages. Teneleselin, Yenigeta, my lords, and empresses, prince and princesses, one and all listeners, four winds of the earth, let us stand up for Negus. Come what may. Come what may. Are the right thing to do. Care how times are troubled. Care how we are in need. The giver of life, give everything. Stand up for Negus. Be still and wait for Negus. For his heart will come to thee, and there will be a heart of his before thee, to bless thee. The mystic revelation of Negus, the mighty Father. Let us stand up in the light of the Lord and glorify his holy and righteous name, for he is worthy to be praised. In our woes and in our needs, in our joys and in our glees. Let us Negus, Nagus, Nagas, Nagusta. Yenigeta. Tenelestelin, my lords, Amlak. Eternal. Yes, Holy King Emmanuel, I, King Selassie, I, Jah, Rastafari, I man just sit down, Diasa sit down with the engineer, you know, the boss son, you know, and just have everything under control. I just a airy full vibe, you know, through the powers of the Most High. His show comes after mine, you know, so them that listen to the Prince, you know, yeah, it's soon coming. Holy King Emmanuel, I, King Selassie, I, reading from the book, the Black Supremacy book, written by King Emmanuel Charles Edwards. You know, the final chapter. Holy King Emmanuel Charles Edwards, Adonai I God, Jah, Rastafari. The high priests and the apostles of the Congress bring forth redemption of salvation of Jesus the Black Christ. I, Prince Emmanuel, don't come to pull up Moses' words, but come to fulfill Moses' law. What Moses says was just law and commandments. Love one another as the law commanded. These are the words of Jesus, that Jesus said. Prophecy and history, Moses was journeying to Canaan through the Red Sea, and Pharaoh was drowned in the Red Sea. Though Moses was the man within such law, and Christ was the man of justice, the law of Moses to turn to justice, for the law of God, and God is Moses. Moses did send to redeem the house of Israel out of the house of bondage, the land of Egypt, Jamaica, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, elect of God, and light of this world, our divine majesty, Alpha and Omega, black supremacy, live it, black sovereignty, nation of the world, of royal black dignified power, of Jesus Christ and his people. The Black Christ, celestial secret power in flesh. He showed himself in all spiritual work, such as walking on water, the visible God in all flesh of all people, universally and internationally and nationally. The foundations of all apostles is the black Jesus Christ. That is why he said, the Comforter, to bring back all things to remembrance. Blessed are those who rise in the first resurrection. The second death have no power. Out of one all come, one Father bring all people on the face of the earth. One Black Mary bring all nations. I am Prince Emmanuel Edward, the Lord's servant.
Chant of Most High. Freedom is a must for the black house of Israel. Read it in the book of Exodus. Bring down Pharaoh upon the Moses. Holy Emmanuel I. Celestia. Rastafari. Redemption God. Rastafari. Selah. Celestia. Rastafari. One development Prevalent here in the Western world and the Western hemisphere. Not the secret which is our fame. 7, 9, 13, and 21 miles or 6 months come in the harbor. Black Star Line and water. Take Black House of Israelite home. Take us home, great God. Celestine, Jah. Rastafari, up for the promised land at this hour. Could die and go to heaven to see the Father. Black House of Israel must inherit the land of promise to the Lord Most High. Jah, Rastafari, I am under the
You're listening to Bobo Ras Antony. Still there with you, man. Yeah, man, just relax and just soak in it, man. Just provide for the idea, man. Just always provide for it, man. You know, in everything we want, man. Just provide it for you, man. Just relax, man. And make sure to take full control. A reading from the prophet John Marcos Jah Rastafari. From the prophetical works of Marcus Garvey. 2 poems. The first one is called The World is Hell. Marcus Garvey. Marcus Messiah Garvey. John Marcus I. Jah Rastafari. The world is hell, as man show it. The creators are of steel. The creatures are of steel. To live is of superior wit. To fail is thous to feel. To smile is genuine, my friend. It's all a pleasing lie. Be ever ready to defend. For shape your mind to die. John Marcos I. Jah Rastafari. Next poem from John Marcos, the Black Prophet. It's called A Tribute Question to Hitler and Mussolini. John Marcos I. Jah Rastafari. All Europe is a camp of armed men, of creatures cold and blue. They live to kill and yet pretend they're friends to me and you. America's no better off, is watching Asia too. And all combined are mad because of love untrue. The human fellowship of God is lost to Europe blood. For man is but an angry beast who spoils like Noah's flood. The light of the whole world must come to save the human race. For Europe is a den of wolves, unfit to see God's face. John Marcos I. Jah Rastafari. Selah, my Lord.
Let us pray. About the sun and cast away the cosmos. He that sitteth in giant shall laugh. Let our God shall not them in the region. Then shall he speak unto them in his right in America. Vex them in his soul, displease our great God. Holy Emmanuel, I bless.
Babylon burning, she burning. Babylon burning, I say she burning. Wicked Babylon burning, and they have no water. Red hot fire, fire, hot fire, 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 hot fire, consuming fire. To burn down.
I didn't think I had time for something from me. So something from me to you, children of the Most High, my lords and empresses, prince and princesses, one and all listeners. You're listening to Bobo Ras Antony on blessradio.org internationally with the house of Bobo Shanti. What a wonderment and glory, children of the Most High. Blessing every ear that hear and every heart that feel. I just Rastafari. Saying, yeah. Fi we picnic, no need for go to university. Fi we picnic, no need fool's philosophy. Fi we picnic, no need for bop and weave. All fi we picnic need for do is receive. Receive the word of the Father, your Father, who in his name he came, and eat and drink the good of all his creation. For Father's good words will keep sons instead. He's going astray. He's going astray, mama. He's going astray, cries mama. Father is going astray. He's going astray, cries mama. Mama cries. He's never wanting to stay inside. Bad company and the bad things in the world that do attach. How do I stop him from ascending me back? How do I stop him answering me back? Sorry. Take him quickly out of the world, my Lord, and save him from the world. Please, my Lord, let him know of his ways, that he go not astray from our ways. Tell him he must abide and only seek godly ways. Let him know, my Lord, how to come to be and how we all should live. Remind him we are Rasta in the world, but not of this world, but of the world, the new world to come. Let him know the trouble of sitting with the wicked, feeling freely. Learn him, my Lord, and show him how to keep your ways. That's in our heart. That in our heart is Jah kingdom. Instill in him the rod of righteousness, correction, my Lord, that my heart, when he's away, I am secured. For all that you know, I want him to know, my Lord, that we can all be proud of him. He is a fine son. He's our son. Let us protect him and wash away his fears. Teach him in the way he should go, so we won't fear to wipe away tears. He's my firstborn son from a virgin womb, my Lord. He's my blessing from you. My son don't have to go to university. He did good in college. school. In our house, Jaja rule. My Lord, I want our son to be taught the higher science, reminding him of Prophet Marcus' word, the sincere creation that heals and never hurts. Let him see creation and love it. Love its beauty. Tell him all was created by the first Father, the creator of all things, and in righteousness all is with him. Please, my Lord, let him know not to fret over evildoers. Let him know never to be the hands to evil, to put his hands to evil, and let him know to leave more, to love more than only himself. Remind him for me that Rastaman first is a Nazarene, and a Rastaman should live. Let him know we took a vow and are blessed with Jah covenant, and it can't be broken. Teach him and let him know always love or love hard for caring, but always love. For God is love. That's why we love. Make sure you tell him, for I bless, for I. Make sure you tell him, for I, my Lord. Blessed love, my Lord. Blessed love, my Lord. P.S. And remember to tell him, good words are life and bad words are death. Holy Emmanuel, I, King Selassie, I, Jah Rastafari. See you soon, Rasta.
You don't know what you're saying. Alright, say keep cool, Babylon. You don't know what you're doing. Still I say upon them. Jagata lightning and thunder to fade away, and whirlwind comes and blow them away. Keep cool, keep cool, till I see the bond. Oh Lord, oh excellent is thy name in all the earth. Who have set thy glory above the heavens? Out of the mouth of babe and suckling and thou art then strength, O Lord most high. That thou mightest steal the enemy and the avenge, O Lord great God. When I consider the heaven, the work of thy fingers, moon and the star which thou hast ordained. What is man that thou art mindful of him? Or the son of man that thou visitest him? Thou hast created him a little lower than the angels. Crown him with glory and honor, O Lord most high. Give him dominion over the work of all thy hands, work of all thy fingers, O great God. All fowl of the air and fish of the sea, beast of the field and whatsoever passes through the parts of the sea. Oh Lord, excellent is thy name in all the earth. Excellent Manuel, I, Celestia, Jah. DJ must inherit the land and promise the Lord most high, Selassie, yeah.
Rastafari, yes. What a wondermental day. What a blessed day, my lords and empresses, prince and princesses. I hope the eye them feeling good, man. I hope the eye them, you know, being still, keep it steadfast, man. Not no day, but righteousness for I and I, you know. You know, steady 1, 2 as we go along the way, you know. You know, yeah, everything have an answer, everything have every question have an answer, you know. You know, we know do nothing deliberate. You know, we don't do nothing unnatural. You know, Rastafari people is a natural people. We don't get caught up in ad-libbing and getting pulled towards confusion, you know, to come out as sink, you know, that we sink. You know, with a natural vibration as we go along the way, you know, flowing, you know, like the rivers of water, like the righteous rivers of water. That's the testament of righteousness. It flows, you know, it flows with righteousness. It's a life flow of right, you know. Because we know so when controversy comes in, it's an abrupt, and it's a confusion, and it's an illusion. You know, and you know, we have to go sort that out. You know, but we're ever stepping towards righteousness. You know, ever meeting the ways of right. You know, yeah, ever getting the benefits from righteousness. Because righteousness only do righteousness. Righteousness can't do wrong. Call unto righteousness, and righteous will do righteousness for you accordingly. For righteousness know all things. You understand? So fret not thyself over anything right now in this judgment. Yeah? Just call unto the Almighty and be sure in thyself and be true in thyself, and it shall be given thee. May I tell you now, it shall live. You're listening to Bobo Ras Antony on BlessRadio.org internationally every Sunday from 10 to 12, man. Naya Bingi, Bobo Shanti, Irish. We're just cooling, you know, because we're up on the land. Full up your cup, man. Full up your cup, man. Remember what Jaja said, you know? Jaja said, he said, if one of my words pass away, heaven and earth will have no say. We are the earth. If his words pass away from we'll be like a dry land. Look at the places in the earth where the righteousness has gone. Drought, famine, hatred, murder, evil. But the places where his word is kept, wonderment and glory. Hear the priests them, hear the angels of the Most High. Full up your cup with the oil of Rastafari. And just oil up that goodie there. Come we sing just, and come we sing your word and give you the glory. No famine, no dryness, no weakness. Oh, let not the word of the Most High leave from your earth, man, as it will have no say again. Come and be blessed in His righteousness, you know. Glory be unto our King, man. Holy King Emmanuel, I, King Selassie, I, Jah, Rastafari. Come and not give up a blessing, man. Come and see we blessing, man. Come and know say we are God blessed people. You know, yeah, we're walking in the light of the Lord. Care out sometimes it's tedious. Care out sometimes we owe. Jah don't always bring it to you. You always get it, man. Walking in the light of the Almighty God from this day onwards, man. You know, yeah. Holy King Emmanuel, I, King Selassie, I, Jah, Rastafari. Well, you know it's time now when the angels sing of Beulah land. This is where Bobo Shanty goes back into the forgotten land. Nothing like Beulah land. But Beulah land is in the heart, you know. So we keep it. Not true, Bobo Shanty. Rastafari children. Yeah. Be still and wait on the Almighty. Until next week. From 10 to 12 on blessradio.org international. The angels of the Most High. Stay safe, you know. Stay safe, man. Blessed Lord.
Emotions are prepared for me.